Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Watson dancing to his left. He'll have a first, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Set, 19. Mike's by 4. Let's go one more. Shift.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. John Ross, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what works. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. To throw on second down. Sherman. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Sherman. They'll roll him out right. Goodwin able to haul it in. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down. Now again, right side. It's Hines. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the Falcons' 19.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Sherman. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And this is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that takes us from second to third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
check. 55 to Mike.
Alert, alert.
Put on offense. Let's go. Mouth off. Right there in the middle. 55.
59, 59.
What we got?
Watson. Going deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Again, it's Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air yet again, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go, D.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check the back.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Davian Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 3. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, D.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end fan. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Right there. 54. Check back, check back. Check out.
From the gun, here's Watson. Complete to Dorsett. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I don't think you got it, sir. Motion, motion, motion.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now it's Watson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30.
Right there. 54.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
Alert!
That's what I do.
Hey, watch that.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. This throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Falcons. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can't stop me.
Third and long, it's Watson. Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here comes Grant on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this trip.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Sherman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Jim, blitz.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. This is Hines, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Sherman. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
We're set. 19. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Down and go.
Watson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. That's right, baby.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Sherman. Open man is Michael Thomas. 20. 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught, Jones. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Now it's Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Forced out to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 3rd down, Sherman. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Sherman. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Leonard Williams. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Check, check. Watch the screen. Watch the alert. The screen. Check. No.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Yr2 with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Terrell Suggs able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back.
Watch safety green.
They begin the drive with Hines. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run again with Hines. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.